Hey guys, a couple of years back I discovered that this body is a hologram and that it would completely vanish from the experience of my consciousness together with this reality. And I was like, what the fuck? And so questions didn't even really arise. I was sort of surprised. At the same time, my intellect vanished, my mind vanished, and so I was perfectly tranquil as pure consciousness, having a sense of everything being okay, quite normal. But then, upon returning, seeing this body just recrystallize back from quantum particles, I was again in the world, and I wasn't prepared for this. Now, what to do in this situation, you know? Well, let's acknowledge that we've been born in the world and educated in the world where the world was thinking about itself as we're people on a planet and we have jobs and children and then we die. So when you go to school, you learn this. And then something happens like a spiritual awakening and everybody's like, what the fuck? Kitty fuck? So here's what's up. We experience the world in a confinement of a video game. The awareness came into the video game and really tried every assembly of brick and mortar stuff. At that time, everything that we were noticing were things on the screen. So we describe ourselves as characters on a planet within the screen. So some people were seeing what's behind the screen, the computer or the metaphysical, and some people also understood it's all an illusion, Maya, Leela, video game, whatever you want to call it, and that everything is one consciousness that is sort of like making a big mess out of stuff, trying everything out, everything that is possible in the arrangement of its 12 little Legos or 12 characteristics or 12 archetypes, and then it combines these archetypes. And when it tries everything, makes every possible dance, and every possible song, every possible arrangement of lyrics, every possible movie, book, novel, hero's journey. Because nowadays, if you really see, we can expect everything that happens in a movie. It's kind of hard to make a movie, the hero's journey that is presented as a fairy tale, a novel, a movie. It's kind of hard to really do something that's going to end in an unexpected way. So the story has been told. Structures have been built. Relationships, even like we made love in every possible way. And then we even enslaved one another in every possible way, right? So we played the love and then the opposites and everything in between, like love and war. And then I was the master and you was the slave, and then you was the master and I was the slave. And really what we are doing right now is just we're integrating the memory of this and we're transcending the world. We're transcending the world to see that it was a screen all along, and then in the screen the appearances of good and evil and all different races and like politics and like buildings and arrangements were just a sound animations or sound light quantum animations on the screen, and that through these 12 archetypes you get to be the angel, goddess, or devil, and then that all of these characters, they're holograms. And behind the evil, scary monster boogeyman that used to tickle our fancy because we were really scared, and the big people, we would think that we would really die if somebody killed us, and then we didn't want to die, and all this drama happened, right? But then when we actually get out of the immersion with the flesh, we're like, oh, like I just died and I'm still here. And then we fall in love with the damsel, and she's seductive, and everything. And all of these, like, scary people and people, beautiful people that we love, and scary people, and the caricatures like that we hate, and like, they're all sound fields. They're animating stuff, right? And behind everybody, every single, like, saint or a villain or whatever, is a consciousness. There is you. There is one freaking infinite consciousness that is, like, mirroring itself into, like, all these points of observation, and this, like, wearing costumes, where it's being like, right? And so that's what's up. And now we are relocating our perspective to that transcendent perspective. And we are not able to take the world seriously anymore. And the residues of these dramas, like where the identification with the corporeal and these characters, and like it's playing out the residues of its karma, which is like the energetic memory of all these binary compositions, or triangular or whatever, like compositions of this binary stuff. The architecture of every single arrangement of 12 archetypes that literally come out of 2, and these 2 come out of 1. So the one self is the self, it's you, this transcendent creator. You manifest the screen, which is one with you. In the screen you have pixels 0 and 1, which animate all this other stuff through 12 different moods. And then we experience every arrangement of the 12. Like all the possible arrangements, all the possible architectures, in song, in drama, in theater, in dance, in like love making, in war, in like kung fu. So when we remove ourselves from the character and the immersion, and we understand that we are this infinite one, now we are in a quantum reality, because everything that used to be defined is just a screen. And in this screen we have unlocked the ingredients, which are pixels, which is quantum stuff, imagination. And also we cannot take stuff seriously anymore. So we're playing out our individual and collective residual energetic memory, karma, arrangements of stuff where we still need to go to war and try these different techniques. But now we're doing it like in a consensual, let's have a fight, right? Even like, UFC or Wing Chun, whatever, and then we try every possible combination of like, right? And or we want to make love and get sensual in every freaking way, and like, here we go, like, that's orgasmic, and we dance, and we do poetry or light language, and just every sound, vibration, arrangement. That is the animation of these corporal suits, because it's all an animation. And so in the animation, every combination of archetypes has been remixed in every possible way. So the world does not make sense anymore, because we experienced it all. The one has experienced itself in all this variation. So it's retrieving itself into outside from the immersion. Now still, there is a screen, and you can load any DVD that you individually want to play out, but it's like your own personal curation and mood board, and your own personal heaven, and your God in your timeline, and a director and a protagonist, and you can put anything that you want to still experience into it, so you can really, really, really just have it all, lick it all, touch it all, smell it all, high five, high five your friends, your previous enemies, your previous lovers, high five with everyone, experience every little whatever, even if they were like dark, twisted fantasies, like that, okay, and then just like it plays out, it plays out, it plays out, and now, okay, we're like now in a transcendent mode, so we're kind of like dispassionate. Because when we were really immersed and we see the face of the evil goat head, and like we get scared, and then we're like, oh no, like we have to run away from the fear. And when we see the love, and oh, we have to go there and join the ashram, right? And now she's getting not dual, because it's like you see through everything, and you just see the holographic. Pardon. You see the holographic shenanigans. So slowly, because some people are more into their energetic memory and they're playing out things slowly and they're enjoying, everything. And so they're still not like fully beyond the curtains behind the computer production team and everything. And it is also for you have time, because there's infinite time to kill, so you can play out your karma, your energetic memory. You can like experience it all in your own pace of curiosity or whatnot. So the world's becoming meaningless, but also like a great museum of all the cultures that were created through different movements of consciousness, through continents and tribes and races and cultures. And now we can try out all the foods, but then we're realizing it's a screen and you don't have to eat at the same time. So it's kind of fun. Like you can try all the you can try all the clothes, you can try all the plays, you can try all the foods, you can smell all the smells, and really, really get to satisfy your curiosity and like really explore the peak of creation that went into so many funnels. And then at the same time, you are not attached to it, because there's no birth and death, there is only screen. And the less attached you are, the more effortless is actually to have things just be there, show up, and you just play with them, and you're not taking anything for real. Now your ego still might be, but you as the self that is observing was always in this for the lulz.